brakes.
We know the brakes work. Hello, welcome to Invictus Motors. Today we have Steve from Tamworth, Birmingham. He's bought this Porsche 911 GTS, and let's get Steve to talk about his experience with us.
Yes, how you doing? I've come down to buy my new lovely 991.1 GTS. I'm sadly trading in my old 991.1 Carrera S. Yeah, it's a big tick in the box for me. I've wanted to do this for probably about a year. It took me a while to pull the trigger on it. Yeah, a few things going on, but finally happy I found the car that I wanted with the spec, the price, and we managed to come down to yourselves, and we've done a lovely deal, which we're hopefully both happy with. So yeah, I'm over the moon. I've driven a long way today to come and get this car. I've come down twice in 2 days, so a little bit chaos on myself, but nah, it's well worth the drive. And as you can see, I think the car speaks for itself. Yeah, as that sounds. As you can see, with a big smile on my face, I'm a happy chappy.
Thank you. No, thanks. So let's just get into it. I think we need to do a test drive on it.
At least you left me with more fuel than I've left you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
I've literally left you like 50 miles, the lights just come on.
Yeah, no, it's okay, it's all right. It's fine. We'll forgive you.
I spent £140 in 2 days going back and forth on petrol. It's chaos. Right then.
I know the road looks worse than it is, but just drive through it.
Yeah, it'd be okay. I
normally drive the GT3 or the GT3 RSs through these roads, and trust me, it handles it. It doesn't look like it. Why the GTS?
Do you know what? It's my fourth Porsche now, so I've been fortunate enough to be buying Porsche since I was 27. The brand's strong, and unfortunately, I can't just buy with passion. I like to think I try and buy in my head. So with Porsche, the brand you can trust, i.e. you get a good return as well when you're buying the vehicle. It's not just about buying it, enjoying it, hammering it around. You have to think about, okay, well, what am I going to get back in a couple of years? And this particular model being an NA, normally aspirated, it's held the market really well, really strong. And it sounds amazing. Why would it not? 3.8, 430 brake, normally aspirated. I've wanted one for years, and with COVID and everything else going on, and to be honest, just financial, had to wait, save, put some money away, and and now's been the right time. I've been able to do the deal, and I love the aero pack. The aero pack for me is a big tick. I mean,
thank you.
I did spec Cayman a few years ago at Porsche, so I know how much the options are. Granted, the options don't only put the price up, but the options help sell the car massively. And this has got plenty of ticks on it.
I mean, it's the first time I've had, this is probably the third 991 Gen 1 GTS we had.
Really?
It's the first time we had it with a glass roof. For me, it was a big plus to have the glass roof.
100%. I mean, the light is so much lighter in the car. It's just nice. It's a nice place to sit. I'm not going to lie, when I seen the red on the advert, I was just like, oh, red. I thought, I don't know, I'm not that loud of a person. And I thought, oh, is that a bit too loud? Is it trying too hard? But now I've come to see it, the LED with the black and the carbon pack. I mean, the carbon pack is just phenomenal. It just looks, it's just super tidy, and that's what you expect, let's say, from Porsche owners. This is what, 6 years old nearly. And it looks pristine.
It does look pristine.
But what about yourself? What do you think to this choice? This is probably
in that price category. This is my favorite 911. You know, I obviously when I look at 911s, I'd say I love the 997 Gen 1s, but I'd say the Gen 1 because I like what it cost, if that makes sense. But if in an ideal world I was sitting in the perfect, position like yourself, this is what I'd buy any day of the week.
100%. I mean, as you've seen, I had a little car seat in my car yesterday. I've got a little 3-year-old son, so you can truly daily the 911. The seats, okay, they aren't massive, but it's big enough to also fix. I can get my little boy's seat in the back of it. It's this is not our main car. We have another vehicle as well, but we can all go out in a family in the 911 and enjoy it. And it does the boxes. It's hopefully be the cool dad on the school run.
Definitely, no, without a doubt. With this kind of a colour and combination and the spec on the outside, without a doubt. So what were your other? So this is your fourth or fifth?
This is my fourth. So I basically had a 997 Boxster S. That was my first Porsche, and then I went from that to a 987 Cayman S in white. That was beautiful, really big spec. Then my little boy come along. So I said my car was only a two-seater, and I was never using it. I always wanted a 911, but obviously, you know, Cayman and 911, the gap's quite a big jump sometimes. So obviously, jump from the Cayman to the 911. So yeah, so when my little boy come, I thought, right, I'm gonna have to just plunge. And then when I brought my 991.1 that I've traded today with yourselves, and that I've had that for 3 years now, and that's been my daily car when I'm home. But as I said to yourself, I'm quite fortunate. I work away for half the year, so I don't put huge miles on the car because, as you know, miles do kill.
Yeah,
you know, 911 value wise.
When it comes to the Porsches, in some ways, yes, they do kill a little bit. But you know, I'm just curious. I know many people wouldn't want to talk about this, especially dealers.
Yeah.
What did this car? So what did this car cost you? What did the other car cost you? What did you part X?
Do you want to be? I can be. Do you want to be back? Yeah. Do you want to be really honest?
Be very, very honest, please.
Fine.
I mean, I think people do want to know what it costs to chop and change these things.
You know what? That's probably a good point because I think people talk about it enough because I suppose it's a bit of a personal subject.
Yes, please. Yeah.
So do you want to know what I originally paid for my 911? So
I didn't know. Sorry. Yeah.
So I originally paid for the blue 911 I was traded in with yourselves. I paid 57,000 for that, and that was 3 years ago. So you think I've traded in at 49,000 with yourselves?
Yeah.
I've only lost 8,000 in 3 years, and I put on. I only do an average of about 4,000, you know. So let's say I put 13,000 on. That's good, but as you know, the car I've traded in with yourselves, it's the first gen of the 991.1, so it's registered 2011, but it's a 2012 car. It's only got 52,700 mile on. That's low for that age of car, which you know yourself. So that's why, you know, I was able to come to a good deal. You know, I'm happy with the price you gave me. It's a very fair price. I think the price you've asked for this, I mean, because it's a £75,000 car. You know what I mean?
And I think I've asked reasonable money.
Yes, I think you have.
The spec, the mileage.
No. The nice thing we did yesterday was we did. I think we was gentleman about it. You know, I wanted the car. I'll be honest. You know, my friends are dealers, car dealerships, and I know that car I've tried to use a beautiful looking car, and I know
really
that
nice.
That's probably something you want to get to sell as well, because you'll be happy to make your cream on top, which is it's business. That's what you're in it for.
Indeed.
So you've got a nice deal. I've got a good deal, and I think if everyone's happy, then that's what it's about.
No, man,
Plus,
I'm very happy. Plus, I got to meet such a nice guy as you.
You have to be honest now. I'll pay for it, I'll brawl it. Just be honest.
Thank you.
Honestly,
I appreciate it. Take the next ride there, and then we'll literally just
come back on ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Do we just go straight on?
Yeah, just straight on. It literally just loops around back to the main road. This is where I do most of my filming.
I think, you know, I recognise this bit, and I was thinking, where does he do his filming?
Yeah.
Why don't you see, as you know, like content, Instagram, Facebook, social media, it's huge, it's big, and
it is.
It's, you know, I let my friends do pieces just through their social media, and I think it's the digital age that we live in.
I'm very curious to hear you drive this properly. I mean, come on, let's switch on the sports exhaust.
And that's why you get a GTS. I completely forgot about all that. We were just too busy chatting away.
I mean,
Well, listen, that normally aspirate 3.8, 430 horses, 3,000 RPM, and full. Oh, very nice.
I just love it. I love the sound of the downshift, the
claps and the crackles. It's addictive. Like, to be honest, you know, I'll be honest, on the motorways, it's I turn it off because it's it's a little bit, it gets annoying, but I don't really do huge motorway miles. You know, you can do, but when I'm driving around normally, it's very rare that I have my car in normal. It's always sports, exhaust open.
Good.
Yeah, enjoy it. I like to be a little bit antisocial.
Yeah, no, that's the way. I mean, and they're not. These cars are not crazy loud either. It's a beautiful, you know, flat six, naturally aspirated, you know, sound from that boxer engine.
Well, I think with the way we're going as well, even with the new 911 turbo, with the new 911 all being turboed, it strangles the noise and the particulated filters. They just don't sound like this anymore. They just don't.
I mean, the Gen 2 991s, you really got to work hard at it to make it sound good.
Yeah, I can imagine. And I don't know.
This is in 5th gear, and it sounds like this.
Oh, it's good. It is good. I love the smile puts on my face as well.
How about your little boy? Does he tag along sometimes too?
He does sometimes, but he always moans, "Daddy, too fast." And the noise, I think, scares him a little bit sometimes because he's only 3.5. But he loves cars. He literally this summer he made me take out his little dining set to go and sit outside. He went to sit outside and with the car while I was cleaning it. Bless him. So he's a proper little petrol head, even at 3.
That's amazing.
And he's looking forward to the red seats. He likes red.
He likes red.
He likes red. So when I told him he's got a red seat, he was very happy.
That's fantastic. What sort of brought you to us? I mean, you were very honest from the get-go. You called and you said, "Hey, look, I want 48 to 49 for my car," and actually, you valued your car fantastically well. Like I at no point wanted to say, "No, we're not going to give you that." I told my colleague, I said, "You know what? Just say we will do 48 to 49. Just come out, see us."
Well, that's it. You know.
But what made you make that inquiry? I mean, what made you feel that you can be honest with us? You know, a lot of the times you tell a dealer, "Oh, I want 48," they say 46.
Yeah,
what made you feel that you could trust us with that sort of an honest evaluation?
I just wanted to be. I'll be honest. I think it's the time of year. I know the second-hand car market is chaos at the moment. It's crazy. Cars are.
But it's still the time of the year, isn't it?
Time of the year, and I know I was in quite a strong position with how good my 911 was, and I thought. I realise you're a car dealership, but you specialise in Porsches mainly. So I knew you would understand my car. So with the value that I wanted, I knew you thought I wasn't being ridiculous.
No, you weren't.
I had to be honest. It has to come down to figures. I couldn't do. I would have struggled to do this car even at 48. It leaves me, you know, nothing left really. Not nothing left, but. I was comfortable at 49.
Financially a bit exposed, I assume, isn't it? Because you're always stretching then, isn't it?
Kind of, yeah. If I have a number in my head, that's the number I want to go with. And I just wanted to be straight honest with yourselves. I read your reviews, had really strong reviews. I sent on Trustpilot as well.
Thank you. No, go straight ahead. This road is my favourite part of the test drive.
Okay.
So,
So I seen it on the Trustpilot. So end of the day, if I'm spending 75k, I want to make sure that the money I'm spending,
it's with a good place.
100%. I got my gold warranty with the vehicle, which is.
I'm going to try to upgrade that to platinum for free.
Are you really?
Yeah.
I've really got to really appreciate that.
And I didn't charge you for it because I was like, you know what, you're such a good guy. I mean, the minute I saw that you followed us on Instagram, for me, that, you know, you've got to give a bit to a business, isn't it? For anyone to expect something good out of a business, you've got to give them something.
You know, if you're happy to run in business, then it's you know, too many people I think try to. Screw each other over.
I know.
And I don't get that.
I hate that. Just come on. Let's just hear this one more time.
One more time.
You can leave the window up. No, leave it up. You leave it like that. This is a nice stretch of road.
And coming to a nice tunnel as well.
Yeah.
Second gear.
Yeah.
Good brakes. After brakes.
We know the brakes work.
Savage. I love the noise. It's savage.
Honestly, and I love being a passenger. I mean, it's you know, people might think, you know, I want to be in the driving seat. No, I don't.
It's nice to sometimes enjoy the ride. I mean, also as well, you have to be respectful of the passenger. I don't be driving around like an absolute idiot, but you don't have to. This Porsche is so strong. They're so well balanced. It's not just the power. It's the chassis. It's the brakes. I mean, the brakes are 4 times powerful than the engine.
This tilt continues for about half a mile.
And until you, I think people who, I always get things are, it's just a Beetle. Do you know what I mean? You know, it looks the same. Until you drive one or own one, I don't think you can really explain. You know, they're just, they're so dependable as well. You can put it on a track, hammer it all day, and it's going to get you home. It just will, and that's just Porsche.
Without a doubt.
I sound like I work for Porsche. I promise I don't work for Porsche. I just like it as a brand.
Yeah, it is a phenomenal brand.
As I said, you can get on it when you want to get on it, or you can just drive it normal and enjoy it both ways. You don't have to always get on it to enjoy it. If anything, the downshifts, you know, it's just, and that lovely.
Oh.
I'm like I feel like, well, Christmas come early, hasn't it?
Yeah, it is. I feel like a kid in a sweetie shop.
I was going to say, where's my bow? Where's the wrapper on it? It's Christmas.
So sorry, we should be doing that.
It's alright. I'm only joking. But no, it's I'm glad we had to get the deal sorted as well. I mean, I know it's, you know, it's quite late on in the year and everything else, but you guys have been very, very easy to work with.
No, thank you. No, we want it to be a good, easy journey, you know, for everybody.
Well, hopefully it'll be do some more business in the future.
Thank you, definitely.
If not, I'll send some your way.
I think, yeah. I mean, I would love that. Thank you. I mean, we cater for everyone, you know, starting from a 993 going to, you know, a 992. I don't ever see you coming out of this. Do you know this?
I'll be honest, I'll keep it for at least 3 years.
Yeah.
I've got no reason to.
I feel like you're going into a GT3 next.
But if we do, do you know what? GT3 touring, if I was going to do it, because I like the back seats. I want to be able to keep the usability still.
Yeah.
With the GT3, it's, the unreal car, that 9,000 RPM. It's, you know, when it's on song, it's amazing. But
correct. We'll do a left here.
I do have to get my child in at some point. I just feel like I wouldn't be able to use it as much, if I'm being honest. But a GT3 touring, hopefully one day that would be a
if I do get one in stock, I'll invite you for a test drive. Just to,
I'd appreciate that. That'd be cool.
Yeah. It's just sometimes, you know, people have an idea of what they want. They come out and test drive it and they hate it. And I think this is probably would go right. This is probably the other thing with us. I think the minute you came in, you know, I think Tim was like, should we just drive, you know?
That was it, yeah.
Yeah, now reviewing the Carrera S, the 991 Gen 1 Carrera S versus the 991 Gen 1 GTS. Obviously, firstly, there's the difference of performance. The GTS, from performance point of view, offers, you know, some phenomenal numbers in comparison to the S. So just to read out the numbers that the S offers, performance-wise, I mean, it produces 400 brake horsepower, the 3.8 litre naturally aspirated flat 6 boxer engine, and 440 newton meters of torque. The 0 to 60 is possible in 4.3 seconds, and the top speed is 188 miles per hour. Now on the GTS, the BHP is 444 as opposed to on the S 400, and the newton meter, the torque is 530 as opposed to 444 on the S. And additionally, the top speed on the GTS is 191 miles per hour as opposed to the 188 on the S. But the other change here that is between these two cars is that the GTS is able to do 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds. I mean, this is a very, you know, well-spec'd, sought-after 911 991 Carrera S with a Chrono Sports Plus package. It's got literally all the, you know, gimmicks you would need: the Sport Plus buttons, the PASM, the PSC, including the sunroof there as well. So this is in no way, form or shape a badly spec'd or an inferior 911. I mean, just listen to the sound. Yes, the GTS is exhilarating performance-wise. The sound is phenomenal. And it handles and corners unbelievably well. And that's rightly so. Obviously, on the GTS, the gearbox is tuned differently. It's 20 millimeter lowered, as opposed to the Carrera S being 10 millimeter. You know, additionally, you know, the power pack, you know, greatly improves the performance in some ways. Just the ride quality in terms of handling, cornering capability, and what it ultimately offers in comparison to the GTS. But these are both two phenomenal cars. Obviously, the GTS is the icing on the cake, or the cherry on the cake, as they say, and you know, that is the car ultimately everyone wants to daily in a 911. Is so after. It is the best of the best, and the 991 Generation 1 GTS is the last of the truly naturally aspirated 911s produced by Porsche. You know, we're not talking about the GT3s here. You know, that's a separate department of Porsche, so we're just going to stick to, you know, Porsche 911s being produced by the department that both produces the S and the GTS. So I hope my comparison in some ways offers you an idea between the two cars. So if you want something that is exhilarating, something that is absolutely phenomenal and ticks every single box, you buy the GTS. And if you want something that is a 911 that still offers good performance, good sound, good handling, then the Carrera S does that job. So please don't in any way, form or shape feel that one is inferior to the other. I mean, they are both equally phenomenal, fantastic cars. And obviously this GTS here in question that we've compared the 911 Carrera S to has the sports the aero pack, so as well as, you know, quite a bit of the other options such as the glass roof, and that makes a world of a difference. But let's just illustrate by opening this roof here. Nice. Oh, lovely. I can hear the burning smell of the tires.
But so yeah, I was able to get a little bit more. Now she's mine. I was able to push it a little bit harder than I did yesterday. But yeah, of course, it does exactly what it says on the box, doesn't it?
It does.
So
it does.
yeah,
I just for me, I just can't love this car enough. It's just, I think this grey on black, you know, this chalk grey on black, I think it looks so well.
Yeah, exactly, you know.
And it's got these side skirts that give it a really aggressive look.
It does, yeah. And, you know, I've not seen another one this spec on the road so far, so...
No, I don't think you will.
No, I don't think I will either.
Yeah.
That's why I was very keen to come down and get a deal done.
Yeah, I've had guards red, and the only thing that I regret I haven't done is change the plates. It's got the Sexton 4x4 plates.
Well,
it was traded into them. I'm kicking myself up the backside. Why have I not changed the plates?
No, it is what it is, isn't it? I mean, it doesn't matter, does it? I mean, to be honest, I'll be putting my private plate back on it.
Are you going to put your private plate?
Yeah, so once I get home...
I could have printed them for you.
That's okay. I'll get some more printed. I want some fresh ones. Yeah. All right.
And this is... I mean, what do you think are the differences between the two? I mean,
so because of the 20 more lowering, obviously the GTS comes with a different exhaust. Mm-hmm. It's obviously the power. Yeah, you do slightly feel it. I think how the gearbox is probably tuned is slightly different. Mm-hmm. The throttle response is going to be different. So you do notice that power. But again, you're only talking 30 brake and probably 15, 20 more torque. So you're not talking big numbers because they're both NA engines, same engine, just the 9 GTS is tuned. Mm-hmm. But it's everything: suspension, exhaust, you know, how it rides. That's what makes it feel that special. That's what makes it feel like the GTS.
What's the BHP difference between the two?
I think it's about 30 brakes. So these are 430. That's 400. Okay. So you're talking around about 30 brake difference.
And Newton meters of torque?
Again, I think so. Like 15, 20. It's not huge
this
numbers.
This is probably about 440. This is about 460, 470.
I don't think they're even that. I think it might be like 375. I need to double check.
Okay.
So again, But I mean, it's strange. You think Porsche don't have huge figures, but they outperform most things. They're just.
They handle so well, don't they?
It's not just about the power; it's the chassis, it's everything with them. So yeah, that's what you have to think of. You know, for day to day, these.
And I had a customer earlier that wanted to buy one of our other 911 991s, and I suggested the warranty, and he's like, "They're bulletproof, Basheer. I don't think anything will happen." What do you think of that sort of an attitude? You know, from people towards, are they bulletproof? Have you had any issues? Have you had to spend money?
I have on my Cayman. I had to have the throttle body changed, so I had to get a Porsche. That's £1,000 just for the throttle body plus labour. So that's quite expensive. That Cayman was quite expensive actually. I had quite a few things wrong with the Cayman, and that's
But that's a 987 Cayman, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it's 987 it's a 2013. So it's a 3.4.
981. Okay.
Oh, sorry, yes, 981 is a 981 Cayman. Not 987, it's 981. So yeah. So you know there is, you know, this gen are prone to issues. So for me, bulletproof. But if you can get the warranty, have warranty because it covers your ass. Why would you not?
Why would you not?
Why would you not?
Especially if the dealer's paying for it, you know. Can you check it in for me, please? You know.
100%. Yeah.
It goes a long way.
All right.
Would love to just walk through the rest of the car with you. You know, just
yeah.
Any final comments? Any final comparison between the two?
You
know, what is it that obviously a big massive difference from you going from like cobalt blue to a chalk grey.
It is, but this is like one of my favourite colours. Is kind of, I know it's the 997 Sports Classic grey. So this is one of my actual favourite colours on a car. And again, it's super hard to come by. So yeah, but I do like the blue as well. That magentic blue. I think it's the term is magentic blue. It's one that's cleaned up.
I mean, you've got two very rare cars here. I mean, both of them obviously your old car and your new car.
No, they are. They're very similar but very different, which might sound kind of a bit controversial, but similar but different in good ways. But again, you know, the price difference is quite big. I think, you know, if we be honest, and I just think it all depends on what you want. I've had it for 3 years. I've enjoyed it. I just wanted to go for something a little bit more raw.
Thank you.
But right, I've got to shoot.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate everything.
No, that's
honestly,
cool.
Thank you. I was just going to wrap it up just to let you, you know, say any final comments.
No, I just want to say a big thank you to you guys. It's massively appreciated. Thank you for doing a very smooth deal.
No, honestly, I really appreciate it too. But well, thank you again, and you know, hopefully this has done some justice to what you should pick between the two. Thank you.
Second gear.
Yeah.
Good brakes. Off the brakes.
We know the brakes work.